Everybody, welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. Here, joined by Collins Brown with his three-pack today. We're going to go Major League Baseball today, Collins.
We're going all Major League Baseball. I've essentially just given away my early morning or early afternoon card for free, so I guess you're welcome.
There you go. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, Collins giving us a three-pack here for Major League Baseball early afternoon game. So we'll go ahead and let's get this one underway right away here with Collins Brown here. Yeah, find his hottest capper over at Tony'sPicks.com. And of course, Collins, we're going to look here at the early start here between the Marlins and the Braves. We see this lineup up open here with the Braves. Good favorite here, minus 195. The total sits here at 8.5 with Wright taking on Garrett.
Yeah, so we're getting a rookie in Braxton Garrett, maybe a second-year guy if I don't remember correctly, and then we've got Kyle Wright who absolutely dealt last year for the Braves and has kind of struggled early this year. He's been touched up a little bit. He's coming off of he gave up 2 home runs against Houston at home, and then gave up 2 against the Reds at home. So those are going to be his 2 home starts this year. The Marlins offense, though, they don't have a player hitting above, or they have one player hitting above the 300 mark, and he's hitting 444. So there's your entire Marlins offense right there. Wright's going to be a guy who's going to create he's going to create soft contact, and he's going to create swing and miss. Not what you want to see if you're this Marlins offense that strikes out entirely too much for even Major League Baseball standard. Garrett, really consistent this year. Really hasn't given any opposing lineup really anything to learn off of or gain. He's a guy that he mixes everything he throws. He throws 5 pitches. He doesn't throw one over 92, 93 miles an hour. His fastball sits probably about 89, 90. So everything he throws is going to move. He hasn't given up more than 2 runs in any start he's had this year, which is really, really good. And then gone to the 6th inning and gotten pulled is the longest he's gone is 5 2/3 this year in two games. That's for matchup reasons, not really because he's gotten in any trouble. Pull like that, you're just going to get a righty coming in for him. I don't think he's going to make it through 5 here. Trouble's going to present itself early with this Braves offense with the righties they have. Hitting at home, they hit really well. It's going to present itself early, but this Marlins bullpen's pretty good. I don't see the Braves offense doing anything incredible. They're struggling right now in the game that they're playing right now. They're falling back right about where I think they'd sit this time of the year. I think this offense is about to come back down to earth. Marlins offense not very good, so we're going to go under 8.5 here.
All right, we got Colin says go under 8.5 here with Marlins and the Braves. Of course, Garrett and Wright head-to-head here, and of course, always concerned here on the road here with this Marlins lineup, but that they've shown to be an improved team this year.
Yeah, they have from I don't really know. From last year, they really were really bad. They've shown some good things. They just strike out too much. I think that's what it comes down to with this one. You know Kyle Wright. I mean, yeah. He's going to throw you that sinker. He's going to throw you the slider, changeup, curveball. I mean, he's got it all.
All right, there we go here with Collins here on the Marlins Braves under 8.5. This one will have a start time here catch this one here at 12:20 Eastern time. Guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com. Collins Brown is but the hottest capper right now over at Tony's Picks. It's the results 2,307 units of profit as we film here. The night before, he's the hottest capper over at Tony'sPicks.com right now the last 30 days. So get on board with one of Collins' long-term passes. Use the promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. Access Collins' page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then go ahead and get signed up. All right, let's continue on here. On our 3-pack here with Collins. Collins Brown here with our 3-pack. Let's get to game number 2 here of our 3-pack. Dodgers and Pirates will go head-to-head here. Urias against Mitch Keller. Dodgers going to be prohibitive favorites here. Minus 170. Total sits here at 8 runs.
Tony, you're not going to like me very much after this one, but it's not personal at all. It is not personal. It simply comes down to that Dodgers lineup right now. Keller's been really good at home. This Pirates team, when they play at home with Keller on the mound, they've been a different team all year, but when they have their future on the mound and then their future in the field, this Pirates team looks different. Arias is coming off of a pretty tough start in Wrigley. He went 3 1/3, gave up 5. 2 long balls. So we're going to see Uriah Sharp. But this Pirates offense is real young. They're young on the lineup. They're going to swing. They will strike out, but they're going to swing. And that worries me a little bit. Uriah struggled to get in the zone, and it hurt him. If he struggles to get in the zone in this game, it could hurt him again. I don't think it's going to, because it hurt him last game. So he's going to be focused on command in this game. That could hurt you too. If you just fill up the zone the whole time against this young lineup, they can take some swings that can hurt you. Like I said, Keller's been really good at home. He gave up two solo shots against the Astros at home. Really, not really anything you can turn your nose up to right there. If you give up 2 runs in their solo shots, you threw 2 bad pitches. That's fine. He gave up 2 against the Reds. Really not bad at all. He's given up 4 in 6 innings in both of those starts. He went 6 innings in both of those starts, giving up 4. So you got a pretty good sample size here with Keller at home. I like it. Dodgers offense really struggles. They're struggling right now. Like we talked about a little bit earlier in the show, or a little bit before we got on, Tony. There's too many holes in it. You can pitch around guys to get to outs, and that's not at all what you want to see with major league managers. So we're going to go Pirates. Strictly value here, Pirates money line. There is absolutely no value on the Dodgers at $1.60.
All right, there you go. Collins here, Pirates plus 150. Do your line shopping. We're using the sharpest book in the world here for these lines here. So, guys, get the best numbers. Pirates plus 152 against the Dodgers. Yeah, hard to argue that one because the Pirates, when the Pirates face left-handed starters, they've been pounding them, averaging over 7 runs a game, hitting .288 against left-handed pitchers. We saw that when, Urias, he had struggles against those Cubs, that Cub lineup, and the Cubs have been pounding lefties.
Yeah, it comes down to one of those things like for me, when I look at it, you've given up a lot of runs in your last time. You kind of struggle with command. If you come in to fill up the zone, like I said, this Pirates offense is really going to take advantage of you. I didn't know they were hitting that good against left-handers this year, but that only helped. That, like I said, like you said, it only helps me here. Keller on the mound at home. It's a different feel to that Pirates team when he gets on the mound because they know that's the future on the mound, and then you look out in the field and there's 4 or 5 23-year-old, 24-year-olds out there. So I like this Pirates team this year.
Yeah, Pirates showing well. And of course, note there are a couple stats here with lefties. There's lefty starters, then you have overall left-handers, right? So you factor the bullpen in. When I looked at this lefty starters, the fact is that you as a catcher, as a big-time college athlete, you look at left-handers. I think there's greater focus here on that starting pitcher than the relievers, right? When these lineups get ready to face an opposing starter.
Right. It's all about how can we get you out of the game as quick as we can. That's what it comes down to. If you can get to the earlier you can get to a bullpen, the better off you are. And so that just comes with being prepared going the first time through the lineup. That's where it gets tough in Major League Baseball, even in college baseball. The first time through the lineup facing a guy you haven't seen since last year is tough because he's changed. He's got a little bit better stuff. But the second time through the lineups where we've done your homework and you can move on. You can learn from that. They can learn a lot from Urias, though. They can. When you're looking at a starting pitcher that has struggled as much as he has as of late, I mean, even the 2 starts before that, I think he gave up 3 and 2. That's not Urias at all. Urias is going to go out and give you 7 innings of 1 earned run baseball, and he's going to move on. So he had a bit of form. It's a value play here. There's no value in laying $1.65 with the Dodgers. I don't think anybody can find value there.
No, not at all. Here, Pirates plus 152 against the Dodgers. This one will have a start time here of 12:35 Eastern time. Guys, check out TonySpitz.com right now. As we said, Collins has been on fire. Hottest capper right now over at TonySpitz.com. Last 30 days, 2,400 units of profit as we started this show. So get on board with Collins. Get the long-term passes at 3, 7, or 30 All Sports Pass. Get all of his premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go over to his handicapper page, make that purchase. Use the promo code Tony T at checkout, you'll save 20% off. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Here, joined by Collins Brown here with our rundown here from Major League Baseball. He's got a 3-pack for you. All the games in a row here. The morning games, early afternoon games. So a real treat there from Collins. All right, Collins, here we go. Next up, game 3 from our 3-pack. It'll be the Mariners and the Phillies here. It looks like it's going to be a close line here between these teams. I believe the Phillies came in at minus 108 favorite. Total sits here at 8.5.
Yeah, this this is kind of a weird game to handicap, with Kirby being a lot different than he was last year, and then the Phillies being completely different than they were late of last year. It's kind of one of those weird handicaps where you're still trying to get a grip on who the starting pitcher is for the Mariners and who the Phillies are this year. Kirby, like I mentioned, he's not off to the start he was last year. He kind of cooled off late into last year, and that's what we're seeing here. I think the league's just kind of figured him out. He's going to give you 5-6 innings. He's going to give up 2 or 3 runs, and it is what it is. Phillies offense hasn't been great, though. You can't really make a case for them this year. They've had a couple good games, and the pitchers have burned them. But they've had some really bad offensive games where the pitching couldn't have helped them at all. So like I said, it's a tough Phillies team to figure out. Offense hasn't been consistent. And then Strahm. He started off in the bullpen this year. They quickly moved him to his opener role. 9 total innings, 0 earnings his first 2 starts. His last 2 starts, he's given up 3 earned runs into each. He gave up 3 to the Rockies, which is not anything you want to. You don't want to give up any runs to the Rockies, so to give up 3 is not really where you want to be. I think in this game, what it's going to come down to is who's the better offense, who's the more consistent offense. That's the Mariners. You're seeing it right now in the game that's going on. In the game that's going on right now, Tony, 7 o'clock. Phillies get off to a hot start, bottom of the first. Nick Castellanos gives you 2, and you turn around at the top of the second and you give up 5 with 2 outs. That's been the Phillies all year. It is what it is, but at this point, you kind of just have to. You just got to don't let your eyes deceive you. You're seeing what you're seeing. The Mariners are the play here.
All right, Collins here on the Mariners here, minus 102 here against the Phillies. Yeah, and that's drama. Former Padre coming over here, over to Philadelphia. Always got to worry about that Phillies bullpen. Have to be encouraged about that road start from Kirby thus far. Just 1 run given up in 6 innings.
Yeah, that's another note I have right here. Much better on the road than he's been at home this year. And now that's 1 start, but at home he's been touched up pretty good. And that's a hitter-friendly ballpark. It is in Seattle, especially when the wind gets to blow, and it'll carry a pop-up out.
That's right. All right, Collins here. Mariners minus 102 against the Phillies. This one will have a start time here of 12:20 Eastern time. All right. I'm sorry. This one will have a start time here of 1 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Collins. Let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for Thursday's action. As we noted here, hottest capper at Tony'sPicks.com over the last 30 days. 2,400 units of profit, 2,404 units of profit. That is all documented over at Tony's Picks. So we can go to Collins' handicapper page, go down to pick history. You can check all the numbers there. They're fully documented. All right, we're gonna have 11 games on the board here from Major League Baseball. That single here from the NBA, some on the ice as well. What do you have? What will you plan having on Tony'sPicks.com?
Tonight I've got 11 out. I've got a 5-pack in MLB, a 3-pack in NBA, and then I have just a single game pass for the what game is that? It's the night game for the NHL. Sorry, I've got a lot of games going on in my brain. So we're moving into more NHL stuff. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I was taking a little bit off, trying to figure everything out. Moving into more NHL. NBA, I'm really trying to figure it out. I have one night where I do really good and one night where I do really bad. So I'm really trying to figure that out, piece it together. MLB's been very, very consistent, which I'm very grateful for. So we're just gonna keep riding it, and I'm seeing these teams pretty clearly. Some not so much, and I try and stay away from those. So seeing things pretty clearly right now, and I'm pretty grateful for it, honestly. It was a tough March.
That's right. Colin's been on fire here for April. Actually, the last 30 days here, 2,404 units of profit. You can verify that over at Tony'sPicks.com. Those of you catching the upload here late night can see him here for action for Wednesday, but most will probably watch this on Thursday. And of course, you want to keep an eye on Collins' place for Thursday. A lot of early baseball. The long-term passes will serve you well. Remember that 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. You get all of Collins' pre and plays for that period of time you select. When you go over to his handicapper page and you make that purchase, remember the promo code TonyT at checkout will save you 20% off. The way Collins is running right now, you may consider that 30-day all sports pass, and we'll do the math on that. That'll take $66 off that 30-day pass when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. 30 days of plays, premium plays from Collins. NBA playoffs, that'll take you right in the third round of the playoffs. NHL as well, third round of playoffs, all is MLB. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, Colin. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and recap the plays from today's show.
Yeah, so first game on the entire slate. We're looking at the Marlins and the Braves. We're going under 8.5. We're going to go over to Pittsburgh. Not long after this one. I think maybe just an hour. And we're going to take the Pirates on the money line against the Dodgers. And then we're going to go to Philadelphia about 30 minutes after this one. And we're going to take the Mariners after the Phillies. So we're covering up the early afternoon slate tomorrow. We're covering up for you. There's 3 picks right there, first 3 games.
Here you got you covered there for Collins Bell. So go ahead and get on board with Collins' passes. We said he's been the hottest capper the last 30 days. The long-term pass will serve you well. 3-7 or 30 sports pass. Get on board. All right, Collins, as always, great having you show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
Yes, sir. I will see you later, buddy. I appreciate you.
Yeah, Collins Brown here on our show. Tune in, guys. We'll talk to you guys with Collins again next week.